Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing StarMade. I'd like to start on a new project, inspired by my vault and my doors and templates and things like that. I would like to make a template that I am sorely lacking. A template spaceship thing. I want to make a decent escape pod. Alright, so how am I going to make a decent escape pod? Well, first of all, I think we should make the pod, then a template type thing to stick the pod into. So, how's the best way to go about this? Probably by creating a station. And let's see. There we go. Creating a station and putting something down like that. Alright. And we are just going to turn my flashlight off so I don't blind myself in the sun. And some basic gray. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Alright. There's my 5x5. And let's copy the selection. Why are you making a 5x5? That's because just about everything in my repertoire is based on the 5x5 scale. Alright. So I have this 5x5 cube to help me think. How do I want this? Because I don't think, well, in the past when I tried this, I tried to jam the pod in a 5x5 or do strange things like that, and that doesn't really work. But I was thinking with the vault, I had a doorway that came, then I had a larger portion. So what if, instead of a 5x5, I did something like this? Well, not instead of a 5x5, but what if I did something like this, where this was systems or something, and the actual escape pod rested in this area. And here's a doorway, probably doors and controls being in this first 5x5. Oh, wait. And this template-y thing here. Now this is all brainstorming. I don't really have a plan. So door, all the logic for all the rail stuff will be here. And then the actual escape pod will be here. Well, let's see how that works. Let's rip these out and let's do this. Alright. Yeah, something like that. Let's come down into this portion and do one of these, and where's my red stuff? On one of these. Except I want it to go this way. Oh, why not stack them like that? That works too. And let's wire all this up. And wire that up. Alright. And of course, let's make this our flip-flop. Yeah, why not? So when it's active, or the flip-flop's on, the pod is ejecting. Alright, that works. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. And let's see, what if we have the pod? There's my create docking. I want to create docking here, but I want the core to be right here-ish. About right here. And we will make it face forward. Alright. There we go. So now, when we hop into this, that's the front, and the rail is on backwards. So when you click this around, it will then fire it out, theoretically. Yeah, alright. I'm just thinking to myself. Now, what if we did something like this? Made this standard armor. Alright. And we also hop back into the mothership. We clean up some of this stuff here. Alright. And stick these in here. Like that. There we go. Leaving all this kind of... Anyway. Let's see. And let's rip out all these. Let's give it fronty backy symmetry and do it like this. Go. Alright. So now, for the time being, I want to replace this with that. I want to undo all that because I had symmetry on. I want to replace this with that. So now, there we go. It doesn't shoot out, but it does extend. Now, in the finished product, we will have that as a shootout rail. So it shoots out. Alright, so hopping back into the pod itself. Let's see, just run some of these here. The escape pod, it does not have to be particularly well built or anything of that nature. Let's see what I do want. I don't know what I do want. I do want something. We're just gonna throw some walls on it. T. Oh, come on. Why did you turn? That was what, 9? 8. 7. There we go. Probably should have only been 6. And there. Why only 6? Because I needed to put a lid on it. There we go, unless I don't know. There we go. We have a fairly ugly ship, but I don't care. It is not here to win a beauty pageant. Actually, that'll be the door. Here we go. Do something like that there. I don't know. And then extender. That does not look like a very good escape pod. Oh, I have to be on the... No, 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 no. Middle clicking, why am I not? Huh, that was strange. It didn't want me to, or didn't let me hop into this block. Okay. Put a light there and put like a couple lights here. Here. And we'll put one there. There we go. Alright, well actually this is probably going to be power or something down here. This is like way too thin, I think. Could I get away with it being shorter? I don't know. See, this is why this is just a brainstorming session. All right, so the idea is you come into this room, which I really don't like this escape pod now that I'm looking at it, because it's too not good. It's too not wide. It's too narrow. I think it's my main problem with it. So let's hop back into here and throw this way. So now when we hit the button, it ejects the escape pod. So now I don't have to worry about it ever again. And then we can reset it. All right. So I think for my next escape pod, I want it to go wide instead of 3, 4, 5. I want it to go wide instead of tall. So we won't have it going down this way. Well, we probably still will have a rail going down this way for, well, or something going down. Oh no, we guess we could side dock it. That would work. I don't know. It'd probably end up something looking like this. But a 2x15? Or 2x5x15. Having the... There we go. Having the logic up here instead of down here. So get rid of all this lower stuff. And move the logic to this way. Maybe even put like a door here for logic-y stuff. Now, I was thinking it would be neat to have a like a lockdown door. A lockdown door attaching here. Except instead of a lockdown running to it, instead run... Oh, come on. I'm gonna cycle it too, I guess. Instead run... oh, I forgot. I need an uppy-downy door. Door... Rail down. Alright, door rail down. Admin load. There we go. Get that. Oh, idiot. Admin load as docked. There we go. So then, when... I guess I want it the other way around. There we go. So then, when the pod is launched, this door shuts down so you can't get through. Say, oh no, the pod's launched, we're done here. Except the problem with that is, how do you reset it? I guess resetting it would be... You'd have to come in and dock another pod into it. Right. That's sort of my brainstorming type idea. But so far, we've learned that we want a wide pod instead of a narrow tall pod. So it's going to be, what, a 9, and we could run the rail. Instead of running it on the bottom, we could run the rail this way. Then have its rail controllers in here. I like that. There we go. But instead of being tall, it's wide. That gives me more room to sit down and room for walls, mostly. And probably gut all this. There you go. It doesn't really need a ceiling. Or a floor. So the ship will be the ceiling and the floor. So, because if you're using an escape pod, the ceiling and the floor of the main ship probably has already lost its integrity. So we don't have to worry about that, and that doesn't exist. That's in the floor below. Alright, there we go. Alright. So, I think I've worked out a few things that I like better. See, and this is a good thing to do in StarMade. Just do some brainstorming sessions. Try stuff out. If you like it, good, use it. If you don't, good, don't use it. Find a different way. Try something new. So in the past, I tried to use like single space or weirdly proportioned. Oh, I know that looked wrong. It's not wrong, but it looked wrong. Or weirdly proportioned prefab pods. But if I can get like a standard pod, that would be great. And use this door as part, well, I guess part of the ship itself. Well, this is gonna be part of the ship. You know what I mean. Anywho, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade. I'll take you cats later.